OK. And is the government considering scrapping 5% VAT on energy bills at the budget?
I mean, I'm sort of old enough and wise enough to know I shouldn't speculate on the Chancellor's budget.
Right. But you're saying that with a smile on your face.
Well,
so do viewers take anything from that or not?
I'm saying it because the whole of the government, including the Chancellor, understands that we face an affordability crisis in this country. We face a cost of living crisis, a long-standing cost of living crisis that we need to address as a government.
Okay.
We also face difficult fiscal circumstances. Let me just make this point. And so, obviously, we're looking at all of these issues.
Right. I just want to make one more point about the cost of people's energy bills, because the major suppliers, EDF, E.ON, Centrica, Octopus, they are clear that the green levies that you put on people's bills are partly to blame for rising energy bills. And one energy boss said this week that would be part of adding 300 quid to a typical bill over the next 5 years, which is the exact opposite of what you promised.
I don't think that's quite what they're saying. Look, it goes back to my point.
I'll quote you, Rachel Fletcher, if I may. She's
of
the
course,
boss
of course, I've seen what she said.
If we continue on the path we're on right now, in all likelihood, electricity prices for a typical customer are going to be 20% higher in 4 or 5 years' time than they are now, and that's even if wholesale prices halve. So we support the decarbonisation of electricity, but the non-commodity costs, the costs we've just been talking about, are adding about £300 worth of pressure onto a typical bill.
This is sort of characteristically nerdy, but very, very important. What Rachel Fletcher said there was wholesale costs, even if they halve. Here's a really important point. The reason why going to clean energy is the way to get bills down for good is it's so much cheaper to run Let me just make this point. The wholesale costs, but Rachel Fletcher is right. There's a cost to building that network. Now, my job is to make sure the fruits of those lower wholesale costs that she's talking about get through to the customers, and we bear down on the costs of building that network. And I've said to you very clearly in this interview, Victoria, that I know my job, which is to get bills down by 2030.
OK. Does it have to come off our energy bills? Could it not come from other elements of taxation?
Well, that's always a judgment for the Chancellor. But let's be honest, we know we've got really difficult fiscal circumstances that we inherited.
Okay.
And so, but absolutely, we look at those things.
Right. Do you think she's looking at that between now and the budget?
She looks at all of these issues. And look, you know, Rachel Reeves has invested big time in clean energy. We'll perhaps come on to that about our jobs plan.
Yeah.
Big time in clean energy, the biggest investment in clean energy in our history.